Hey everyone, I'm Laksh. I'm the head of volunteers at Project Noor. And I'm here to talk about my first session at Project Noor, which was at an old age home. At the start of the session, I was pretty, conscious about how would I talk to them. They're so much older than me and all that. That they would judge me that, oh, this is a child. Why would I talk to them and all that. But when I entered the house, right, the house itself gave me a vibe of a homely vibe, I would say. And once I started talking to them, and I realized that these people have decades and decades of experience more than me, and talking to them was so insightful. I mean, we talked to them for matlab, honestly and frankly speaking, we scheduled the visit for about 45 minutes to an hour, but talking to them over chai was just a magical moment. Everybody was so much indulged in it. It was unforgettable. The 1 hour session became 2 hours. No one knew what would happen and all. The founder itself made us, it was okay. Matlab, she is very much punctual with the time that, oh, if it's 1 hour, it has to be 1 hour. But at the end of the day, that those conversations, made, taught me something that no textbook ever could. Matlab, it was one of the most, unforgettable experiences of mine. I mean, it was mostly matlab, I had one or two or moments like that, but that session was the most productive, I would say, or most knowledgeable, I would say, was my first session. And I am really grateful to the Project No team that they gave me an opportunity to be somewhere and express myself against. And that's it. Yes. And yeah, thank you so much.
Honestly, this session meant a lot more to me than I expected. When we first went there, I thought we were just going to paint walls. But as we started painting, I felt something different. Like we were actually bringing life and positivity into that school. Seeing those plain walls slowly turn colorful made me feel really happy inside. It wasn't just paint, it felt like we were adding joy to that place. But the most special part for me was talking to the students about mindfulness. The way they listened, the curiosity in their eyes, it really touched me. It made me realize how even a small conversation can have a big impact on someone's life. At one point, I just paused and looked around, and I felt proud that I was a part of something meaningful. It wasn't just about helping others, it also changed something inside me. It made me think about my own life, my own thought, and how important it is to stay calm and present. I left that place with full heart, tired physically, but emotionally I felt peaceful and satisfied. This experience is something I will always remember.
Gender equality isn't really something you can just learn. It's something you begin to understand over time. It's not rigid or predefined. It's more about changing the way we see each other. At its core, it's just the idea that everyone deserves the same freedom to exist, to dream, and to be themselves without having the story decided for them too early. For our seventh session, with that in mind, our day was honestly such a nice mix of learning and fun. We started off with a few games and simple questions, and it's kind of amazing how quickly everyone opens up when there's just a little bit of laughter involved. From there, the conversation naturally became deeper, and we started talking about what equality actually looks like in real life, like treating people with fairness and respect, no matter their gender. What really stayed with me was seeing the kids so involved, sitting on the grass, just talking, sharing little thoughts. It didn't feel like a session anymore, and the way they understood things so simply, so honestly, kind of reminds you that change really does start with awareness. As Diwali was right around the corner, we painted diyas together. It was simple, but it meant a lot because, in the end, it's these small moments and conversations that slowly bring real change.